I'll call the regular council land use meeting to order. Councillors, land use applications B1. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 2.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 3.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 3 on the zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 4.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 5.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 6.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 7.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 8.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 8 on the zoning, move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 9.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 10.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 11.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 12, move planning recommendations.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 12 on the zoning, move first.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, Monday, July 24th. Sorry.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 13.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 14.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 15.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 15 on the zoning, move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the housing agreement, move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move third.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 16.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 17.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 17 on the zoning, move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 18, move planning recommendations.
Second. It's on the floor. Councillor Villeneuve.
Madam Mayor, I've had a number of emails regarding this project. People not supporting the change to commercial from residential as in the plan. And I'm fearful of sending it to public hearing because there seems to be opposition in the neighborhood. And so I'm wondering if planning could elaborate a bit on their justification for this project, and also if the applicant has had a public information meeting.
Mr. Planner, do we know where this sits in terms of informing the public by public information?
Yes, Madam Mayor, through you to Councillor Villeneuve. The proposal went through the process of pre-notification. Development proposal signs were put up. Staff, as of last week of writing the report, had heard from one resident with some concerns from the adjacent neighbor to the east. There was discussion between the staff and the neighbor on some of the concerns raised. It's part of the response was the proposed buffer that is proposed along the east portion and the north portion of the subject property to provide some separation and screening from the adjacent single-family residential, as well in terms of the rationale. Staff felt that the scale of the proposal was in keeping with the scale of what could be built as a single-family home on the subject property. So staff felt, having heard from only one person as of last week, we felt that the project had merit in forwarding it to council.
Thank you. I'm not going to be supporting it at this time, but probably if it goes to public hearing, I may hear differently. But I just find that a corner that doesn't need to be expanded with commercial, but it's my personal opinion as well. Thanks.
Okay, it's on the table for, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Opposed? Any hands up down there? Okay. That carries.
On the zoning, Madam Mayor, on 18, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
And move,
sorry,
move
Councillor.
public hearing we set for Monday, July 24th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
On 19, Madam Mayor, I do have some comments, but I'll move the planning recommendations.
Second. Okay, it's on the floor. Councillor Starchuk beat you to the punch, Councillor. Councillor Starchuk.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I guess it's a question to staff regarding the reduction. There's a very significant reduction in parking. So with regards to that, can we compare that to what the occupancy load would be of the banquet halls that would be there that supposedly would be only in operation after 7?
Mr. Planner. Or Mr. Engineer, whoever wants to answer that.
Madam Mayor, the required parking stall calculations are based on the amount of floor area of the banquet halls. It's not necessarily tied to the occupancy load. And based on our bylaw requirements, those are not for the banquet hall use itself. There's no reduction in terms of the bylaw requirement. The development variance permit on some of the other uses are related to retail uses, office uses, and commercial uses.
Then maybe if I could, just for clarification, we're going from 2168 to 1054 in the amount of spots that are going to be on the site. What would the requirement be for those two banquet halls as far as parking?
Madam Mayor, for the two banquet halls that are proposed, the parking stalls themselves would require 740 parking stalls.
For the two?
For the two banquet halls.
Thank you.
Okay, Councillor Gill.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I know that the Transportation Committee has done quite a bit of work on some of the parking in relation to the banquet halls. So I was just, for purposes of clarity and purposes of having council here today, I just wanted to better understand where we were at with the old bylaw in terms of what those requirements were for a traditional banquet hall in terms of parking, and where we're at today in terms of what we have in front of us today.
Could you respond to the historical parking relative to today's parking ratio?
Madam Mayor, I do not have the old parking rates for the banquet halls, but the current rates are higher than those historical ones.
Councillor Gill, follow up.
Sure. The last question is, in terms of the shared parking, how are we going to control the parking for the banquet halls in the late evenings, and how are we going to be able to control the parking during the days now? Is there going to be a covenant both on the banquet hall and the CRUs, or how are we going to manage that issue?
Madam Mayor, we can have a covenant put on title to regulate the hours of operation for the uses on the site. For example, the banquet halls could be restricted to evenings only. Staff could also look at the other uses on the site. There are a number of uses that are daytime uses, such as medical offices, a bank, and so forth. so we could look at having a covenant put on title to ensure that the hours of operation are not competing with each other.
Okay. Okay, I'll call the question. All those in favor, opposed, and that's carried.
Also on 19 on the land use contract, move first.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
And move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
On
Zoning.
the zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
So, Madam Mayor, on the regular land use contract, on the addendum on item number 20, I'll move planning recommendations.
Second.
Can we finish up with the bylaw with permits first, or, okay.
That was just under section B, Madam Mayor.
Okay,
It's up to your call.
section B1, okay. All right, we'll go that way and I'll flip back and forth. So we got it on floor,
We're gonna do
20. Okay, all those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 20 on the zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor, opposed, carried.
And move planning recommendations on 21.
Second.
Okay. Council, it's on the floor, Councillor Villeneuve.
Well, I just want to comment that I was really impressed with the architecture on this particular project. I know last time I was complaining about the architecture in the city centre sort of not being as iconic as possible, but this is a very exciting looking project that will be a pretty amazing entryway into the city from going north. And I know it has components, commercial, the hotel, residential component. And I guess I just want to know, I'm not familiar with the applicant at all. And if planning is fairly competent, because it looks like there's been quite a lot of money spent to date on the lead up to this project, if you feel that they have the financing in place to move forward on a project of this scale, because we are really moving up the density bonusing on this project on this site. I know you can't give assurances, but I just want to have some feedback on that.
Madam Mayor, through you, the applicant may be able to give a little bit more information on that. The project has proceeded through quite rapidly, and the applicant seems anxious to move forward, but in terms of their ultimate build-out timeline and things like that, they might be able to provide more information.
Are we in a position to ask them?
We could, perhaps more appropriate, a public hearing.
Oh, okay.
But is the applicant here for number 21? Yana Holdings, or representative of Yana? Perhaps you could speak to it directly now. I don't look like we're ready to speak to it.
Let me see, prepare it for the public hearing. Let's see.
The next one, please, sir.
Sorry. My name is Mohammed Virani.
And the question before you, sir, is that this is a very interesting project for us, and there's an increase in bonus in density, and we're just looking to be assured that your company has both the resources and the construction expertise to complete the project.
Yes, we do.
And you're feeling fairly committed to the project moving forward soon in Surrey?
Will you be building it?
Sorry. Can I call my son? I don't hear very well. So, yes.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Yes, absolutely. We've hired project managers who have done quite a few projects in Surrey. to handle all our costing and our operations. And so we're quite confident that we shouldn't have any problems.
Okay. Well, I want to compliment you on the design. I think that's an exciting design, and I want that for the city, to have some iconic architecture, which we do in several spots now in the city centre. So I'm looking forward to seeing you move forward with the project.
Wonderful.
The reason
Thank
I
you.
ask that is we often have presentations on these great projects, and then they don't move forward, and then people just flip the property at a higher density.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate that as a city councillor, so I'll be blunt about that. But I
Understood.
wish you well if you move forward, and you would have my full support then.
Wonderful. Thank you.
After public hearing.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. It's on the floor. I'll call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 21, on the OCP, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed?
On
Carried.
the land use contract, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
second.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July
Second.
24th.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
And finally, on the zoning, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
second.
In
Second.
favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 22.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 23.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 23 on the zoning, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 24.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 24 as well, on the OCP, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed?
And
Carried.
finally, on the zoning, move first.
Second.
Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Second.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing on set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 25, move planning recommendations.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
Favor? Opposed?
Move
Carried.
public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
Favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 24th.
In
Second.
favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, councillors, we're back at H1 bylaws.
Move final adoption on H1.
Second.
All those on this bylaw? Yes, it's on the floor, councillor.
Thank you. I just noticed that on this bylaw at final with the Sunshine Ridge Baptist Church, it says there's a change in agent. And I'm just wondering if Woodridge Properties is still involved with this project. The reason I ask is it was pretty controversial at public hearing, and we did try to resolve the issues, so I just want to make sure that how the issues were resolved, that it's the same developer moving forward with the project. I couldn't figure out who the change in agent was.
Mr. Planner.
Madam Mayor, that's something I could get back to Councillor Villeneuve on. I don't have that information at my fingertips.
Okay. Okay, calling
I'm
your
just not
question.
prepared to support it at this time until I have
Okay.
that information.
Fine. Call the question. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Thank you. Zoning.
On H1, on the zoning, move final adoption.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
Also on one, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7916006900.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on
Opposed
H1,
to
move
that.
that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916006900.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On H2, move that council's request to amend Orchard Grove Neighborhood Concept Plan for changes to the road network.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final adoption on 2.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 2, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916030100.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 3, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916036100.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And finally, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916036100.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move adjournment.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? And we are adjourned until 7.